Jordan Ellis here for Local MMA. Today I'm joined by Jose Johnson, who competes on Dana White's Contender Series on September 1st. How's it going, Jose?
Chilling, brother. Just got done eating breakfast. I feel good.
What's the day involved for you? Is it, I imagine, quite a lot of training heading into this fight?
Yes. The first half of my camp was a lot of training, and now it's just slowing down, same repetitions, a lot of pad work, just sharpening the tools. So it's more chill now. I love like the ending parts of the camp. You know, it kind of gets your mind ready for the cut, for the weight cut. So.
And going into this one, how much notice have you had? I know a few Contender Series guys are getting a late call up. You sound like you've had a proper camp.
Yes, I have had the proper camp. After my last fight, I was just telling somebody else, me and my manager, Jason, with Uridium, we were already talking that, hey, it's either going to be a last-minute fight in the UFC or it's going to be a Contender Series. So that's what we've been preparing for. And that was after my last fight, and that was of last year. So I've been preparing this whole time.
And with your camp, have you had any negative impact with everything that's going on in the world, with COVID and things like that?
It's been different. I wouldn't say entirely negative. It's given me a lot of one-on-one time with my coaches, like a lot. And I would say that the lack of training partners and sparring partners was, definitely an issue for a while. But all in all, I think it really just gave me time to reflect on everything, like life, and be thankful for a lot of things. And I think it refocused me.
Good. And, obviously it's Dana White Contender Series. It's a massive platform and a massive opportunity. How are you feeling ahead of it? You're excited? Are you anxious? Bit of both?
Man, I love it. I love it. Like a lot of fighters don't like the pressure and the press and all that stuff. Man, I love it. I eat it up. I want to be the center of attention. It's a spectator sport. I love it. When we went, me and my coach went and we did all the photography and stuff like that comes with the Dana White's Contender Series, and it was awesome, man. They had dudes waiting for us in the lobby at the airport with the UFC signs and stuff. I thought it was dope. I soaked it all in. It just motivated me more. So in my head, I was just like, if this dude think I'm gonna pass up on having this happen to me all the time, he's got another thing coming.
You just mentioned it is a spectator sport, and unfortunately there'll be no fans in attendance like any event right now. So how does that impact you? Are you someone who feeds off the fans?
Not the fans. I just know that people are watching me always. I'm one of those fighters that I'm a don't blink fighter. So I know that people are watching. I got a lot of family and a lot of fans everywhere because I've fought everywhere. So I know a lot of people are going to be watching. I don't necessarily need a crowd there. It's almost like a gym fight. And at my gym, we fighters and we fight in the gym. It's that quiet all the time. So it's nothing that I'm not used to.
And this fight's a little bit different than any other fighters, whereas you could win and potentially still not get in the UFC. So does that add a bit of an extra bit of pressure heading into this one?
Not at all. I know I'm going to win, and I know I'm going to win in a style that gets me into the UFC. It's going to be nothing different than the same mindset that I've had in my last 5 fights. It's making a highlight reel out of somebody. It's just how he plays is, I guess, is how it'll end, what'll happen.
I mean, you just mentioned about your last few fights, and in your last one, you got a huge knockout over Rafael Costa. It went viral, it was everywhere, and obviously you said you liked the attention. So what was that like for you?
Man, dude, the attention was great. But when it happened, I was like, man, I thought he died. I've never seen it happen. Like when I hit him, he went down so fast, and the way he went down shocked me so much that I was hesitant to even follow up. I was like wow, it was like hitting a light switch. It was definitely like hitting a light switch. It was super scary to see in person, especially to have done it. But the attention that came from it, I wasn't really satisfied with that fight, to be honest. I wanted to showcase a lot more. My striking is way more, diverse than that. And I was hoping that I was going to get to turn him off the cage, and then I was going to tee off. And then I knew I was going to get the knockout, but I wanted to get it in a different way than that. But whatever got me seen is what got me seen, and I'm thankful for it.
And once you get that knockout and it blows up and you've gone viral, you've stretched your winning streak to 5. Are you kind of expecting something big to happen after that?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Like I had said at the beginning, me and Jason, after that fight, we were like, yeah, man, there's nothing more that you really need to do. My last, like I said, 5 opponents have all had complete positive records. I've even gone up in weight classes. I fought at 35, 45, and then they couldn't find me anybody at 35 and 45 while I was cutting to 35. And I had to take a 55 fight, so I had to go back up in weight. And took that 55 fight and ended up splitting that dude's head wide open. So like I knew it. I knew I was doing everything that I needed to do to get this opportunity. Now it's just to make the best of it.
Sorry. Do you feel a bit, like you could have went straight to the UFC? Do you feel a bit hard done by that? You have to go through an extra test. Do you think you're UFC ready already without proving it?
I think that everything happened in God's timing. Everything was in His timing. The fights that I did lose, I lost those fights because I needed to lose those fights. I needed to learn. And in the process of losing those fights and learning, I found myself. And when I found myself, it's a scary thing. And it'll just be the same outcome because now I just have a certain type of mentality. This mindset is scary and it won't be broken. So I'm just going to carry that on to whatever opportunity is given to me. If I had to fight for LFA again, even after that fight, it would have still been the same outcome. I still would have been training the exact same way. It's just as hard, coming with the same intensity. I just go with the flow.
Good. And heading into this one, it's a Contender series and you are an up-and-coming prospect. And besides that viral clip, a lot of people might not know who you are. So I just want to give you the platform to, tell the fans a bit about yourself, what we can expect on fight nights, and then maybe moving forward, hopefully with a successful UFC career.
Okay. First of all, I want to put off the crazy facts. A lot of people don't know. I am a 6 foot 135er. I walk around super heavy, around 60, 62. Cut down to 35. I got like almost 75 inch of reach. I'm a big guy, man, for 135. I'm tall. And to be predominantly a striker, it's a bad day for you to be in there. As an amateur, I have all the experience in the world as an amateur. I went 68-12 as an amateur, all MMA fights. I held 16 belts at 4 weight classes, 125, 35, 45, and 55. And I even kickboxed at heavyweight. Man, this is just in my blood. I just grew up just fighting. Every day on the streets was a fight. I grew up in Flint, Michigan. I lived in the Dominican Republic, in the barrio of the Dominican Republic, like the hood, and it was always a fight. Always a fight. So, that's just a little bit about myself.
Good to know. And heading into the next fight, it's Ronnie Lawrence you're taking on. So I just want to know what you know about Ronnie.
I know he's from Tennessee. I know he had a decent amateur record. And I know he's got a spinning push kick. That's about it. Anything that he's planning to do, I've already seen 1,000 times. You got to be doing some really spectacular, crazy stuff for me to have seen it with all the experience that I have. So, like I said, I'm not treating him any different. I'm not taking nothing away from him. He got this opportunity just like I did. I just know I work harder, and it's going to show.
So you don't seem too fazed, by the opponents. Is that not something you concentrate on? Watching tape and studying opponents. It's all about you.
Oh no! Since I turned pro, I even took stupid fights that I should not have even had even taken at that time, because I don't care, man. You're human. I fear no one but God, and if you bleed blood, then you can be stopped.
And then in this fight, then what's your route to victory? How do you see yourself getting it done on the night?
I believe a first round KO is gonna happen.
Okay. And yeah, that's pretty much everything from me, unless you've got anything to add.
One more time, sorry.
Oh, sorry. That's pretty much everything from me, unless you've got anything else you want to add.
Oh, nothing else other than, I don't know if you're posting this or not on any social media platforms.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to follow me, you can follow me on IG at Platano. It's PLATANO_Pride95, or on Twitter at Jose Johnson MMA, and or on Facebook. You could just Facebook Jose Johnson as well.